Good evening guys, welcome back to another interesting video of Success Tracker. We all very well know that India maintains one of the strongest air force in the whole world. We have a powerful store of fighters as well as helicopters. Each aggression to the Indian territory has been furiously dealt by the Indian Air Force. For you may not have been forgotten the name of the brave wing commander Abhinandan Vardhaman. Fine combat jets, efficient pilots and dedicated ground crew altogether results in making the Indian Air Force the strongest force in the world. Most recently, we have celebrated the Vijay Divas on July 26th. The Kargil war could have been devastating without the Indian Air Force. The cover firing made by the fighters endorsed in the infantry troops to advance to the heights of Kargil. The most proved aircraft in Kargil was the Dassault Mirage 2000. Today, we recall the name of this French jet because another French combat jet famed to be the best in that category has made entry to the Indian airfield, that is Dassault Rafale. Rafale, known as the 4.5 generation aircraft, is considered to be one of the finest fighters in the world and is described as an omni-role aircraft that can take up several missions on a single flight. With its avionics, radars and weapon systems, the Rafale is the most potent aircraft in South Asia, much ahead of the F-16S that Pakistan uses or even the JF-20, the 5th generation stealth aircraft of China, which is yet to see combat. Rafale are combat proven, having been conducted to conflicts in Afghanistan, Mali, Libya, Iraq and Syria. The Rafale will also have 13 Indian-specific enhancements, all of which will be integrated once the full delivery is done by 2022. These enhancements include Israeli helmet-mounted display, ability to start in very cold and high-altitude areas like Leh, Ladakh, among others. The first Rafale with tail number RB001, which was handed over in France in October last year, will be the last one to arrive in India since all tests and integration would be tried out on it. RB on the trainer aircraft still stands for the initials of Air Chief Marshal Rakesh Bhadoria, the Indian Air Force Chief. It is a tribute to Bhadoria for working out the Rafale deal as the force's deputy chief earlier. The single-seater combat with initials of BS, which stands for former Indian Air Force Chief Air Chief Marshal P.S. Dhanoe. The Rafale will be the 7th addition to the types of fighters that the Indian Air Force has, a feat very unique to the force in comparison to major air forces in the world. Now, let's have a look at the Rafale statistics. With a range of 3,700 km, Rafale comes with its 10-ton empty weight. It is fitted with 14 hard points. 5 of these hard points are capable of drop tanks and heavy ordnance. Total external load capacity is 9.5 tons, which means that the Rafale can lift the equivalent of its own empty weight in payloads. The maximum takeoff weight is 24.5 tons and the fighter can carry 4.7 tons of internal fuel and up to 6.6 tons external. Weapons on board the Rafale are real game changers. The biggest force enabler for the Indian Air Force is the weapon carrying capability of the Rafale, which can be tuned for delivering nuclear weapons too. The game-changing missile on board the Rafale is the over ₹20 crore worth Meteor air-to-air missile. Neither Pakistan nor China possess a weapon as deadly as the Meteor. Also, it has a range over 150 km with a zero escape kill distance of 120 km. It means an Indian Rafale jet will be able to shoot down an enemy aircraft even if over 100 km away without even crossing the Indian airspace border. Another key missile on board the Rafale is the over ₹40 crore worth Scalp long-range air-to-ground standoff cruise missile. The missile has a 600 km range and is known for its precision. The Rafale will not have to cross the Indian airspace to hit a target that is about 600 km in enemy territory. The Rafale will also be equipped with the Mica air-to-air missiles. The Indian Air Force plans to further integrate the BrahMos NG missiles with the Rafale when it is finally made by the Indo-Russian joint venture. Speaking of the radars and sensors, the Rafale comes with the RBE-2 active electronically scanned radar, which when compared to radars with conventional antennas gives unprecedented levels of situational awareness with earlier detection and tracking of multiple targets. Rafale also has the front sector optronics, that is FSO system, which is immune to radar jamming while operating in the optronic wavelengths. It also comes with Spectra integrated electronic warfare suite that provides long-range detection, identification and localization of infrared, electromagnetic and laser threats. A lot has been spoken and written about the pricing of the Rafale deal struck at 7.878 billion euros. Associate supplies including simulators for the 36 fighter jets cost about 1,800 million euros, while performance-based logistics cost about 353 million euros. Under the performance-based logistics agreement, 75% of the Rafale has to be available at all times for operation, making this purchase guest and the serious reception provided are to be definitely mean to our neighborhood. The distaste with China and considerably pushed the government to hurry up the introduction of Rafale to the forefront. And now we have more of a reason to make our adversaries feel the discomfort. Also, India is for nowhere in 1962. The advancement of our defense was drastic that a developing country cannot but even surmise. What above all is that prior to knowing all the technical side, goosebumps might have sprung over your body while seeing the flight of the Rafale in the air of formation. That's the national spirit in your soul, guys. Thank you for your support. Click the like button below if you like the video. And don't forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for getting notification of our latest videos. Also, share the video and add your valuable comments in the comment box. Thank you for supporting us.